What up, y'all? Welcome to Hotep-ish. I'm your host, DeJuan Brown. Mimi laughing at that name. You weren't ready for it, were you?
I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready for it.
Stay ready, and I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready this time.
I wasn't ready this time.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it real.
Gotta keep it real. In here, my special guest tonight. I have one more coming a little late, but right now we have from Keeping It Real with Mimi every Thursday here on Accelerated Radio.
That's right.
From 7 to 8 p.m. Mimi in the building.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mimi, and you know I'm keeping it real. That's what I do.
You keeps it real. You keeps it real.
That's what I gotta do, you know?
Yeah.
They try to play. And you gotta keep it real.
You gotta keep it real. You gotta tell them what it is, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because people like jumping around and shit.
Exactly.
Talking around issues. You know, I had a thing today. I had somebody I love and trust.
Okay.
That came to me and was talking to me about what other people are saying what I say on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm like, hold on. That's Facebook. Why are we having a real conversation
about Facebook?
About Facebook. Facebook ain't real.
Right.
It's a fun environment.
Exactly.
It's something to socialize and talk a little shit on.
Right.
But it ain't real.
And half the people are fake on Facebook.
Super fake. They're not doing it like they say they do.
Fake book.
Fake book like a motherfucker.
Fake book.
I want to get right into it and talk a little bit about your show. You have a lot going on.
I do have a lot going on.
You have a show here and you have another show at Dash Radio, don't you?
I have two shows at
Two
Dash
shows at
Radio.
that.
Yes.
Talk to me about both your shows at Dash Radio.
Okay, so I have one that I'm on, a resident host on Zoe Williams' Voice of Reason on Dash Radio.
That's a hot show. That's a very hot show.
And it's every Monday and Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dash Radio, Dash Black X. But actually, he just recently got his own station, so it changed to Voice of Reason Radio. And
Okay.
I actually have a show on that station, and it's called The Aunties.
The Aunties. What's that show? Who's that with?
Okay, that is with Donnie Keith, and she's a comedian, and myself. We're both on Zoe Williams' Voice of Reason. They handpicked us to be the aunties, and we kicking game to the young people, to everybody about, like back in the day, you had an auntie that would keep it real with you. You might have told her something you couldn't tell your mama, and she kept it real with what you should do, whether it was whatever it looked like, and that's who we are. So you can call us, you can ask the aunties, and whatever it is, we trying to be there for you. Okay. Because we the aunties.
That's what's up. So yeah, what night is that show? Well, I know they're doing some restructuring at Dash right now, so it's
kind of weird right now. But the show airs actually 4 times a week at this moment. It airs on Fridays, I believe at 4 p.m. It airs on Saturdays, I think it's 8 p.m. Then it airs on Tuesday and Thursday. So it airs 4 days. But we film or we actually pre-recorded on Fridays.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll do 2 shows, but we're not doing it at Dash, but it will be on Dash because Dash is moving. To Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay.
So,
are they moving to Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Are they gonna have some damn parking spaces?
I hope so, because Hollywood Boulevard is crazy.
Because where it is, right? If y'all ain't never been to Dash Radio, it's a place where you go. It's a nice radio station. I love it. Great place. But they got 2 parking spots.
Right.
And that's it. The CEO got one of them.
Right. Yeah, there's no parking there. And it's in Hollywood as well. But now they're going to Hollywood Boulevard. That's probably going to be busy.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. Yeah, that's great. So that's good. So you have a lot going on. How is that doing the show with the Zoe? Because I know Zoe always has crazy different topics. If you guys don't know Zoe Williams' show on Dash, it's a show that I like to listen to because Zoe always has like these varying topics and everything. Right. And he could one day he'll be talking to you about Christianity. The next day he'll be talking to you about baby mamas. The next day he'll be talking about the holographic relationship.
Yes.
And then the next day he'll be talking about the Bodhisattva and Buddha.
Right.
So like how is it being on the show with that diverse with subject topics?
You know what? I love it. Being around Zoe, I learned so much. I mean, first of all, I'm pretty knowledgeable, but I love to learn, and you never know everything. And when I'm on Zoe's show, I'm always eager to learn. So I've learned a lot. So, and like you say, it's a variation of things. We may have people that believe in swinging. We've had couples on there that believe in having, multiple couples living in the house and these type of relationships all the way down to religious.
Like polite on there, like
we've had polite. We've had had all types of people. But what I like about it, it gives me perspectives of other people. Okay. Everybody has a different mindset. Yeah. Everyone thinks differently. Yeah. So when I get their information, I dissect it, and maybe I don't agree, but I learned something.
Yeah, you learned something.
Whatever it is. It may be that I ain't doing that, or it might be, hey, that was what's up.
Say that again, because sometimes people think that all learning just comes from positive, like you telling me something. Hell, a lot of your best learning comes from hearing seeing what not to do.
Exactly.
You hear like you. That's why I like to listen to everybody, because you listen to some people talk, and they'll talk about their way, and then like you kind of see the way they move, and you don't really feel the way they move.
Exactly.
And then you'll hear them say something, and you'll be like, that's it. I'm not fucking. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Exactly, that part.
You can learn just as well like that. You know, people don't understand that part of the game. You know what I mean?
No, that's real talk. Now, with Zoe, though, I learned a lot from Zoe. He is very, very smart on a lot of levels. You know? And even if it's things that maybe I'm not knowledgeable about, he brings it to the table in such a way that you kind of get the process. Maybe that's not your process, but you get the process. Yeah. And I love it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We got Mimi live in the building right now. We're gonna have a lot. Up? We got a lot we talking about today. My man Nick Carthon's gonna be here in a little bit.
That's right.
We got Smokey Deese in the chat room. What's up, my dog? We're gonna be talking about a lot of things. I kind of want to wait for my main topic for Nick to get here.
Okay.
Because we gonna dive in. We're going to talk about the whole tank situation in a little bit. Wow. So okay. I want to wait till Nick get here before we get into that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, on my first set of what I want to talk about today, the show Watchmen just came out, and they had an episode, and they were talking about, the Tulsa race riots in the Watchmen. And it was a thing all week that people were saying that they didn't know about it. And they just now finding about it through that show Watchmen. You know what I mean? So I recommend you guys watch that show, because they do talk about, what happened when they burned down Black Wall Street. You know about Black Wall Street back in the day. And it's just a lot of people just now finding out about it through the show. So it just shows that, I'm just glad to see that there are TV shows that are teaching something, at least. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because there's so much bullshit going on out there. You know what I mean? I didn't believe how many people, when they said they didn't understand, they didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? But it was something that, if you don't know what Black Wall Street was, it was a town in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it was basically all black people. Black people owned the train lines, the bus lines, the banks, all the stores. It was built up, and it was burnt down. If you know, for a little historical context, the Gap Band, GAP, where does that come from? Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. That was a neighborhood that was known as Black Wall Street. That's where the Gap Band got their name from. And it was burnt down because some jealous white folks. They came to town, and they basically, on the show, they showed them burning the whole everything down. And then they show that, the first time in American history that bombs were dropped on in American town was then. Okay. They dropped some dynamite sticks from airplanes. Airplanes was new as hell, and these motherfuckers found a way to use them for destruction.
Right. To destroy.
To destroy. And they bombed our town down. Black folks was getting back at them. We was fighting, but they make it seem like it was a one-way massacre. We was whooping ass too. You know what I mean? But when they came with them planes, when the state is sanctioning the murder of these people, you can't do nothing past that. You
Absolutely.
Know what I mean? And so it was all burnt down. And consequently, in 2003, Johnny Cochran filed a lawsuit for reparations for that, to give reparations for the people who lost all their businesses, because those people lost everything, and they didn't get nothing back. Johnny Cochran filed a lawsuit in 2003. A couple weeks later, found out he had brain cancer. Then about a year after that, he died. So it didn't get to go on through that. So I wanted to bring that up as far as historical context for people today. Black Wall Street, I want you guys to look that up. I'm not going to tell you everything about it. I want you guys to look it up for yourselves and know that we as black people, we've built a lot of things in this country. You know what I mean? And the fact that we don't still have it isn't all totally our fault, because it wasn't just one Black Wall Street. There was Rosewood. There was the Mink Slide District in Virginia. There were hundreds of towns that we built up that were burnt down through state-sanctioned violence. So I want you guys to know that things are always bigger than what you see. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? It's not, you look at the people in the condition that they're in right now, you can't just judge them for what it is. You got to see the whole context as to why they are the way they are.
That is so true.
So I just want to say that, don't judge and look up some history and learn some shit.
That's right. You can never judge a book by its cover.
You cannot.
You can't look at it and then discern what's all happened within this book.
You can't.
Yeah, each page has encrypted information about this person.
Yeah, you got to read the whole story to get it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So for us, I encourage us to continue, researching and reading our own story. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, man.
Shoot, let's roll it out there. Let's do it.
It's a lot going on right now in America that is confusing the shit out of me.
I'll talk about it. Let's hear what that is.
Before I get to the main story, did you know that Procter & Gamble is taking the female sign off of all of its women's products?
Yeah, I saw that.
They said because the transgender community had a problem with it.
Right.
Mimi.
That's an agenda.
What the fuck is going on?
I call that the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me about it.
I feel like, first of all, the product was fine the way it was. Right? There was nothing wrong with the product. Any person could use this product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just like when you buy, I'm just using an example, you go buy orange juice. Anybody can go buy this orange juice. It doesn't need to say, you know what I'm saying, a particular thing about the orange juice. Anyone can buy this product.
Yeah.
So, to me, when they do things like that, it's a bigger picture. They trying to stimulate that situation. Like, they're bringing mass advertisement, it stimulates something in the people to make them get on a different page. Because again, we're just talking about whatever the products are. Any person can buy those products. Why do we need to change something? I mean, of course they do it because they're getting advertisement for it, but at the same time, there's an agenda attached to this advertisement. Because now you're saying, hey, we need to make a lane for this, but you didn't even have to make a lane for this. They can just buy it.
They can just buy it.
Right. Why is there a lane for this? Just buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like saying, we're going to make the male iPhone 10 and the female. Just buy the iPhone. It's for whoever, transgender, white, black, Asian. Get you an iPhone. If you want to get you a maxi pad, buy it. If you want to make your balls look big with a maxi pad, buy a maxi pad. If you want to stick it up your butt, buy it. I mean, I'm just saying, whatever you want to do with the maxi pad is perfectly your choice, and whatever you want to buy, I think, is your choice. You don't have to stimulate a certain gender or something that you're trying to stimulate the country with. To me, it's almost like magnifying. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Check and look at this particular transgender, this situation, when it doesn't have to be that. Just buy it.
Just buy it. That's the thing. They got transgenders running around taking the female sign off of a product intended for women.
Absolutely. Why are we doing that?
Like, why? And I halfway don't even believe Procter & Gamble when they said it was a lobby. I ain't never seen that lobby on Facebook saying nothing about it. Is this just your choice, Procter & Gamble, to be like, hey,
that was their choice.
We want to shake something up?
It wasn't that many people that agreed to that. I mean, not like that, but I just think that they decided to do that, and they can use whatever
PR.
Yeah, that's for public relations, like you said, and they want to build the brand, but at the same time, they're building something else too. There's more to it.
They know it's an agenda going, so let's hop on this.
It's an agenda in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're saying it's okay to do X, Y, Z, and obviously it's people's choices of what they do, but why do we have to make it labeled? It's just like saying, these oranges are for the white, black, transgender. Why we just can't have an orange?
Let's break that down a little further. Maybe it says an agenda. A lot of people don't. I feel a lot of people don't understand what we're getting at when we say agenda. Because what I've been seeing a lot of people get online and be like, ain't no agenda going on. It ain't going to affect me. Fool, it ain't about your grown ass. It's about your kids who don't have a filter between what's left and what's right. Between the Jesuits have a saying. The Jesuits and them people that be leaving Bibles and shit.
Right.
They have a saying, give me a child between 0 and 8, you can have them back the rest of your life. Why do they say that? Between 0 and 8, babies are sponges. They learning everything they consume. They don't have a filter to discern, bullshit from, real shit. And if you confuse people sexually, and you put all that confusion out there, that's something that that translates. It goes as an adult. You can filter out and say, "Oh, that's just a bunch of bullshit."
Right.
But to a 7-year-old, a child is like, "What the fuck?" Like, women. Why would a man need a woman's stuff?
Right.
And the conversation is going to inevitably go back to sex. And should no kids at that age be even thinking about no goddamn sex?
Absolutely. So it opens up to those thoughts. And then they want to know what it is. And they can get their phone out and Google it. And now they're open up to a whole nother lane.
Put my tinfoil hat on. If you want to stop, what do you always hear when you watch a science channel? Don't listen to me. What they always talking about? What? Overpopulation in the future. Mm-hmm. The world's going to be over. Well, what's one of the best ways you can keep the world from being overpopulated? People don't have kids to begin with.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so that's what we mean by agenda. That's what we mean by something more going on, because it's not natural. You're talking about like less than a percentage of the population are now controlling the narrative for the population.
That doesn't
Something got to be behind that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, black people are 13% of the population. And the minute we start talking about getting all these black men out of prison, y'all, what's going on?
Right.
All of a sudden, people ain't got no ears.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people talking about something. I'm gonna take the feminine hygiene and look, dudes, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all put that shit in y'all ass? I don't get it. What can the dude do with this? Is he?
Man,
I know they changed their little sex or whatever, but they don't need that.
I don't know. I think it's funny. I used to work with someone, and it was definitely someone that was a transgender. And what this person would do, they would have a clear purse, and they would have the pads and the tampons and all these different things showing to make it seem like they're having a menstruation. But there was no menstruation, so this was all a representative.
Nasty.
It was a representative of I have a period and you don't, and you
never.
Right. And then this person had a scar on their face from like their ear to their mouth. Like one night they went out with someone that figured it out and beat them down. And so the thing that was interesting to me is that everyone knew that this was a male that had pads in their purse monthly to act as if that they were on their cycle. So I guess in their mind they want to play this part. I don't really know what it is because I'm not of that thought process, but I'm just sharing a story that definitely took place, and we were all boggled. And so it was part of, she would talk about getting pregnant. She had a boyfriend and talked about all these different things, but none of this stuff was really real. It was all to paint a picture. And when people paint pictures, they say things that often are bizarre, like, are you kidding me? We know you're a man.
You got boys carrying bussy pads. Boy.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's some crazy shit. But now, so that transitions us to the main topic of the night. Singer Tank. Did you see the interview with Tank and Angela Yee?
I didn't see the interview, but I saw something on Facebook about it, and I seen that he doesn't believe that
Tank said, these are his words.
Well, let's hear his words.
He said, if a man sucks a dick twice, he ain't necessarily gay.
So he sucked one twice.
Because this is what he said.
That's what that means, though.
He
did it twice.
It gets even worse. He said, you can suck it one time, and you may not like it. So you try it again.
You know what? Let's see if you could like it the second time. Well, that...
Maybe, what would that tell you? If a dude tells you he done sucked a dick twice, what's your first reaction?
I'm cool. I'm cool. I mean, I'm good. If you sitting here and you think that doing that twice is just fine, it's really not. Because to me, it shouldn't happen the first time. So now that we're discussing it and you're cool with telling me about it and it happened twice, it probably happened more than twice. Or it happened to you twice for sure. That's why you have this number in your mind. Because this has happened twice. And you're saying because I did it twice, I'm not gay or I'm not whatever you want to say I am. But at the same time, for you to say it happened twice, it happened. You have a number in your mind. You've gauged this to something. It's a bigger picture. This has happened. You like it, and don't call me gay. And I might do it again.
And that's the thing. Like, look,
I liked it,
dude. You suck a dick once, you gay.
Right.
And here's the thing. They've done a really good job the gay community, and I applaud them for this, especially over the last 15 years of really making the world accepting of their lifestyle.
Right.
Because before 2010, faggot was a regular ass word. And they've done a really good job since Obama let them get married that, people don't say faggot no more. Now it'd be like, okay, he probably got a little sugar in his drawers. Cats is a little more respectful of it. You don't have the derogatory words. So people overall are more tolerant of the gay lifestyle. And for instance, gay marriage, most Americans don't give a shit about that. Go right ahead. You can get married. You can do it. So I said all that to say the gay lifestyle is tolerant, is seen as sort of as status quo, as normal now.
Right.
You got whole ass shows like Empire where that's centered around man kissing. You know what I mean? It's all on TV and shit. You got what you wanted. So why don't you just own the title now? Why you gotta come up to the why are you still trying to jump on the straight side of the equation? What's up with that?
I think they want to look a certain way to their people. They definitely want to do what they want to do, but then they don't want grandma to know about that. They don't want their homeboy that's, alpha male who has all the females to know about that. They don't want certain people to know the big secret. So I think people sometimes they live, a lie. They bring someone to the table. I love her. I'm marrying her. But really, they not thinking about her. They really dating their homeboy who come over every night that so-called has no girlfriend, so-called has no place to go for Christmas, Easter, every holiday. So every holiday, you guys are all together, and you don't know this is his date. You are just a pawn in the equation. He needs kids. He needs the family to look like we love each other, but at the same time, he wants to hit the homie's ass. So while you sleep, you didn't put the kids to bed. They are bending it over. You hear me? And then he's kissing your kids. Hey, it's Uncle Charlie. It is not Uncle Charlie.
It's Uncle Dick breath.
Right, and that's a problem. And I know many people that have done it. I don't speak from something in a negative, condescending way. Yeah. I speak from an experience that nobody can tell me any different. And I know for a fact that happens. I know many people that I had an uncle, and he would bring people over for the holiday. It would be a same person over and over, and this person was really his date. But he would play like it was the homeboy, and the homeboy liked the food here. The homeboy loves being over, bringing gifts for the whole family. He's the homie. We're playing cards, dominoes, but whenever everybody go lay it down, they still up playing PlayStation and playing in the other station at the end of the night. There's a lot of playing going on. Backyard boogie.
These motherfuckers. So you saying my dominoes smell like shit? Oh,
right. I'm saying mama's in the house thinking my man don't never cheat. He always home.
Man.
You feel me? His man is in the house. You ain't got to worry about that. The date is over at the house getting a present from you, too.
And it's crazy because women like dudes, like dudes be telling women stuff that they'll never tell dudes. You know what I mean? Y'all see men from a totally different angle than men see men.
Right.
Because I'm really close to my sister. And she would tell me things that she would hear from people that we knew, like growing up in church. It was these certain dudes who used to always just be like they was all ladies men on the top, but you look at them twice, he be looking like, all right now, nigga, And then I would hear stories, and then you get out and you hear I have a lot of female. I've got a shitload of female friends. I just do. I've always loved being in the presence of women. So women tell you shit. And then you be seeing these dudes really be having whole ass boyfriend lifestyles. Mm-hmm. But dudes, we don't notice this shit. We thinking, here's a prime example. I had somebody, I'm not gonna say the person's name because it's very well known if I said his name. I'm not gonna blow his cover like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though I don't fuck with old boy, but I'm still a man of principle. You know what I mean? I was at this dude's wedding. I was in this dude's wedding. We was close friends for a long time. I didn't know when he went on his honeymoon, his homeboy went with him too. And this was the dude that I did not see this come. I know both of them. They just kick it. I'm thinking they kick it like we kick it. I didn't know.
Not the honeymoon.
I didn't know that.
He was the best man.
No, I was the best man, honestly.
Oh, Lord.
I had no clue this was going on. And then I saw the wedding photos. I was like, hold on. The homeboy went to y'all honeymoon? You got dudes taking dudes on a honeymoon now?
Wow.
Like, I gotta call her?
Meet me downstairs.
Call her.
What's up, man? It's KP, man.
Oh, what's up, KP? How you doing, man?
Hey.
I'm doing well, my brother. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Thanks for listening, KP. What's on your mind?
Man, I just kind of want to make a comment on this tank issue, bro. It just kind of disturbed me a little bit. But then I got to thinking about it a little bit more. Was like, yeah, it's somebody didn't try before, and he's just looking for some type of confirmation. Trying to figure out which way he needs to go with this. But I'm like, man, come on, dude. And then I was thinking even more. I was like, you could really get the answer to this very quickly. You can ask any woman, she'll give you the answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, what?
See, he Tank is trying to justify the fact that he got sugar in his tank. That's what tank mean. You got tank. You got sugar in your tank. Like the Americans done a good job of allowing that shit to be acceptable. Live it. Go ahead, KP.
Yeah, he just confirmed my suspicions from years ago. Anyways, things that I've heard. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But
okay. Hey, I got a question. You a grown ass man?
Yes, sir.
You straight?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had the desire to suck a dick?
Oh my
Hell to the no.
Thank you.
Not even the thought, bruh.
Not even a thought.
The brother that I rode with, that's not a thought at all. I mean, that's just something you just don't phantom. Period.
No.
You know, no disrespect to the community, but I'm just saying, for me, no, never, ever.
And all I'm trying to say is, and all we trying to say is, look, we're defending the boundaries of straight. Straight is straight.
Yeah.
Straight means not only
needs to be preached.
If you have to ask yourself, maybe I want to suck a dick. Look, I say by all means, go find somebody that want the dick sucked. I have no problem with you living your lifestyle the way you live it. And if you have the desire to put a Johnson in your jaws.
Oh, not a Johnson in the
Johnson in the jaws. If that's a desire.
Slob on the knob like corn on the cob.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
If you want to see how it fit,
go
right ahead. But you just removed yourself from the category of straight.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And we're not here to judge you for that.
No, do your thing.
Because you always say, oh, they want to judge me because... No, we don't.
I want you to do
it. It is what it is. If you want to
swallow it, though. Swallow it.
Yeah. If you want to suck a dick...
Swallow it.
It's a dude that want a dick sucked by a dude.
And go again.
Because conversely, as a dude, I never let no dude suck my dick. I'll Mike Tyson uppercut your motherfucking ass if you try.
They be thinking they paid to see the fight.
Exactly.
And to even add to that, too, that even saying what he said is a subconscious way of confirming something that you've done.
Confirmation?
Yeah.
Nigga.
I mean, what would even prompt you to even say that publicly? I mean, you need that attention?
He did say he have an album coming out.
There you go.
So I guess he wanted this shit played on Santa Monica Boulevard all night long.
All night long.
Shit,
Backyard
man.
boogie.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, KB.
That's
KP.
Right.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Man, so, going back to what you were saying earlier, Mimi, can you even look at a dude straight who says that the same way?
No.
Because
never.
I want you to answer me these two questions and kind of put them back to back.
Okay.
Who do you have more respect for?
Okay.
The man that comes out and says, "Hey, look, I'm bisexual. I like sucking dick and I like women, and that is what it is," or the dude that says, "I'm straight. I just want dick every other Thursday." Which one do you respect more?
I respect the one that told me the real, but I still don't want to date you. But I respect that you told
just as a person.
I respect them as a person. I mean, I might still be their friend if we're cool like that. That doesn't mean I can't be your friend, but I don't want to be intimate with you if you just finished having your balls against some other man's butthole and you had a great time. We're no longer having a great time because basically this is not going to happen. I'm not going to lay down with you and you like having your thing in a man's butt. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it does not go hand in hand. So I'm going to respect his choices, but I don't have to date you on that level.
Let's take the Tank thing one step further. I did a little bit of research, and I remember when it happened, but I forgot. Do you know that Tank performed at the D.C. Gay Pride Parade 2 years ago?
Oh, I did not know that.
Tank. Just nigga.
Well, you know,
you screaming out.
You already know what it is, because basically for him to come out to any conversation about such a subject means that this is how you're living. And then for you to say a certain amount of times doesn't mean a certain thing. That means you've reached those times, probably surpassed it, but he has to have a low enough number. He can't say, oh, I did it 30 times and I'm not doing it. So he has to say 2 times. But the point that I'm making is that he's definitely invested in this type of lifestyle and he's willing to share it with the world. Yeah. When you're willing to share it with the world, you've taken ownership.
Taking ownership of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he taking 90% of the ownership. Tank, just go all the way.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not mad at you. Do you live your best life?
And like, here's the thing that bugs me most about this whole topic. It's not that, you know, he makes whatever choices he makes. It's the preaching people do afterwards. You know, it seems like when people do these download, not straight, but want to call it themselves straight things, the next thing they do is preach to the black community about what we need to do. Right. After all this, Tank, he backed up what he said by going back out and saying that, you know, the black community is too homophobic. The black community just need to go ahead and accept it. You know, and they start throwing on that toxic masculinity shit. Why every time one person do something, why everybody want to preach to the black community?
Well, people always want people to jump on their bandwagon. So when they decide they're doing something, they want you to jump on. That's just like if you have a hater and they know somebody else that knows you, they're going to talk about your ass to get them on that bandwagon. So yeah. People always got a bandwagon. They want you to hop on the bandwagon. I'm doing this. And then, I mean, honestly, in Hollywood, that's what's ruling Hollywood.
Yeah.
That type of sexuality. You know, maybe not, you know what I mean, on different levels of it. So you have to keep in mind, there's so many angles that he may have to this. You know what I mean? One, he's doing it. 2, he feels like maybe he'll be more accepted. This is the life he's living. Maybe he said, hey, if I let them know, maybe I could play in the next movie, or maybe I'll get these accolades. I don't know what his mindset is, but clearly you're living this lifestyle because you're taking ownership. You don't care what we think about it. You know that somebody's podcast is going to be talking about, someone's radio show is going to be talking about you, someone at the hair shop is talking about you, and you don't care. You've chosen this life.
Yeah, and own it.
Own it.
And like, that takes me back to a couple weeks ago. Remember Malik Yoba was doing the same shit? And then the minute Malik Yoba got a little controversy, he is doing the same thing. Well, the black community need to stop this and the black community need to stop that. Man, just go ahead and suck on that icicle and be happy. We got a caller calling. Caller, what's your name?
What up, man? It's Kenji.
Oh, what up, Kenji? What's up, man?
Hey, Kenji.
Hey, man. Hey, how you doing? Hey, y'all might have covered this already. I tuned in a little late, but I just want to find out the sister's perspective. First of all, I think gay is gay. You suck one dick, you're gay.
Absolutely.
But I want to hear from the sister. Why is it that women get passes for experimenting?
Well, I think that the reason that women get passes for experimenting because men like when they see more than one woman together because it turns them.
Mimi. Hey, Kenji, turn your speaker down in the background. We're getting feedback.
You got it.
All right, go ahead.
So when women are together, it's kind of sexy to a man. You know, there's no real penetration unless you're strapping on. But other than that, they pretty much like it. A man would love to be with more than one woman at one time. That's many people's fantasy. But when you look at two powerful men bent over, doing what they do, it's not looked at the same. They're actually penetrating, and that's their business. But it's just looked at differently. Men are turned on by women being with women. There's not many women that's turned on by seeing a man with a man, or you get what I'm trying to say. It's a different sexuality level to it, I believe, and people love seeing women together.
And plus, women, like, they can go into a dressing room and be like, "Hey, nice bra, you know, I like the way your titties are shaped."
Exactly.
Dudes, man, if
they do
I never go into a locker room with Kenji, man. Shit, you better get dressed, and I'll come in there 7 minutes later. Never.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, "Oh, your balls is hanging good tonight, my nigga." Last time when we was playing ball, they didn't hang that hard. But tonight, they hanging right. I like when you slam dunk and then slap that ass hard. You feel me? With a fingertip in that butt. That ain't right. Men don't do that. But women could hit each other's butt, and it's not looked at in a certain kind of way. It's kind of like, "Oh, he." It's just a different feeling, because a man is supposed to be masculine. I mean, that's just the thought.
I'm down with the double standard.
This nigga Tank got motherfuckers on the down low out here thinking that they not gay. They just trisexuals. I'm telling you, that's the new shit.
That's why he's trying to brainwash some new followers. He's like, shoot, he DM me, nigga. I'm coming to your town.
Man,
you could be number 4.
I just wanted to hear. No, I respect the sister's commentary. It's been a great show, so I just wanted to ask that question directly to her so I can get the feedback. So I appreciate y'all having me in for a quick second.
Thanks, Kenji. I appreciate you for calling in, my man. If you want to call in, the number is 310-910-9676, extension 1. 310-910-9676. We talking about Tank, and Kenji brought up a good point. It is seen differently between men and women. And here's the way I look at it. I look at it as like, just because women just are more open in general when it comes to a lot of things, you know. So women are closer to each other. The relationship is just different. Men, two dudes, if we go to a basketball game or baseball game together, it's a 1 seat rule. It's gonna be a seat between us.
Right.
Now, if it's sold out, I might not even go to the game because I don't want this other nigga's knees on my knee. You know what I mean? Dudes sit with space. When we go eat, elbows out. You know, we take up space. Just what it is. We territorial. And so, one thing, when you see one man and another man bent over, going back to the old ancient Greek days, that's a form of buck breaking. That's a sign of dominance that I've conquered your civilization when the person that's bent, that's not a position of empowerment at all. And as a man, that's the worst position you can be seen in as far as socially. You know what I mean? Again, this has nothing to do with your sexuality, whatever you choose. If that's what y'all do behind closed doors,
do your thing.
Do your thing. I don't, because I grew up in church. I used to be super judgmental towards gay people. Like, I ain't doing none of this shit. I used to really be like that. But I really got to see, you know, sexuality is a complex thing. People are complex. People got their own reasons for doing what they're doing. And I, DeJuan Brown, ain't smart enough to figure it out.
Right. So
if that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do.
I say do you.
You do you. But at the same time,
don't touch me.
When you try to say that's straight, now I got to defend my territory.
Absolutely.
Because straight is my zone.
Right.
What is the straight zone, America? I'll tell you what the straight zone is. The straight zone is two men don't like touching elbows. Men don't like smelling other men. Men stink. Have you noticed that? See, women got a, essence about them. They smell good, A woman can work out, and a woman's funk still ain't man funk. When I smell another man, if I'm in my house, and like one of the homeboys come over after they work out, and they just come on before they take a shower, you smell it, and that shit don't even feel right.
Right.
Like, nigga, you need no, men, no, that's just weird. Straight is, we play video games together, we talk about sports, but when it comes to talking about our emotions, We talk about that. Men do exchange certain things that we do talk about certain things behind closed doors that we're not as rigid. But when it comes to talking about the close things, we got a woman to call for that.
Right.
Men are stupid. Have you noticed that? I love my fellas, but when two men get to talking, we're gonna talk about two things: women and sports.
Right.
And business. We talk about business.
Absolutely.
But men don't really talk about anything complex or psychologically involved. A woman does that. So it's just a man and a woman, just a balance. Two dudes, it just don't feel right. So when people want to go ahead and make these when they want to cross those lines and still say they straight, that's you going exactly what everything straight is against.
No, that just make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you something to put a Band-Aid on how they feel. Because now they're telling you, but they're telling you in a way to make it okay, even though they know that a lot of people don't see it as okay, but they're trying to. It's an agenda also in general, but then on his part, it's an agenda because he's doing something. He's probably having guilty feelings about it. He wants to feel better about it. He wants to recruit more men. It's all types of games in this game. You feel me? I know somebody, they're a barber, and they were telling me how there's some guys that come in and they go out with other guys that are straight. They give them a bunch of drinks. They hang out. You feel me? And then when the guy is halfway passed out, he starts giving him fellatio, and then the dude busts off. Now the dude feel like, our secret. They got a secret now. So really the dude didn't really want that. Now they got a secret. Now he got something over your head. So now you're kind of like, I don't want nobody else to know about that.
Break this down for me.
And then you kind of liked it because you busted one. You busted one with a dude doing it to you because you was drunk. You was knocked out.
Break this down. So you said these dudes, they get dudes drunk.
They get dudes drunk. They're at the barbershop. They get dudes drunk. They ask them to go out. They go to the club. They have a great time. They buy in the bar. They having the best time. Get them drunk enough. They hanging out. Zip his pants down. He's faded. Fellatio's going down. By the time the dude's realizing what's going on, it feels good though. By the time he come out of whatever state he's in, he getting sucked up. It don't matter who's sucking it. It sure feel nice. And then he busts off. And when he busts off, now they got a secret. Because now you let another man, because in the back of his mind, I let a nigga make me bust off. Now they got a secret. You don't want him to tell about the secret. He got something over your head. Now y'all got a secret life together. You liked it. You busted. You never had that before. He busted your cherry. You want to check it out again, perhaps. Film at 11.
So niggas is Bill Cosby and niggas.
Right. And talking about wait. And I'm talking about this is at an LA barbershop somewhere in a popular part of town that this is going down where this person is talking about doing this to people and is laughing about it and telling someone, I got him, I got that one, because it's all a game. Sometimes people like to bust the cherry of someone straight. That's a bigger accomplishment though, because this is someone that say, hey, I'm gonna get against this. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm alpha. I'm this. I'm that. Bloop bloop bloop. For them to break that person down is a great accomplishment for them. That's like breaking down the baddest bitch. That's like you see the baddest bitch. There's a bunch of bitches you can hit. But here this bitch is. She hard to get. She good. You want to hit that? She is at the top of the list. When you hit that is a massive hit. That's a different hit because the other ones is throwing at you. You can't hardly get this one. You want what you can't get. Am I right? Most people want what they can't get. And then the person is, even though they're a victim, they didn't want this. This ain't they get down. But now they're drunk. They wake up to this. Sometimes you so faded, you out of it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know this actual arrangement because I'm not there. I don't have anything to do with these types of arrangements. But I've heard about it, and it's serious that they set out to do it. You know what I mean?
See, that's rape. That's sexual assault. Like for real. If you do something like that to somebody unwillingly, that's sexual assault.
But then is he really gonna go to the police and I got my dick sucked by Charles?
And then the police gonna be like, hold on.
Wait, hold on. He really finna go tell his homies, hey, guess what Charles did the other night? I was drunk, man, and I woke up and he was sucking me off. Did you come in? No, he didn't came and everything. He don't want to talk about that. That is not the conversation of the hour. Am I right? Correct.
Now.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
That's right there. So is now, an automatic ass whooping.
That's why that person I told you had the mark on their face. That's what happened to them. But
good.
Yeah, because that's a game you're playing. You're actually tricking someone into something they didn't plan to do.
You deserve that. If you do something like that to someone and suck somebody's dick while they drunk, you deserve that ass whooping.
Right.
That's
Well, and the thing about it is, it's like being.
Thank you for warning us, Mimi.
It's like being a predator, though. That's your plan. You're like, I'm gonna get this nigga drunk, put a little Mickey in his shit. He gonna be a little lit, and it's gonna go down, literally down.
That's why I got a bald head.
And the thing about it, they don't have to penetrate the fact that they gave fellatio, because now the dude feels some kind of way because he's enjoyed it on some type of level. That makes you feel some kind of way because you didn't even want to enjoy it. Imagine enjoying something like that and you don't want to. That's horrible.
And then
that's horrible.
Then the news will be like, well, there's transphobia in the black community, and the black trans got his ass beat. Well, he's probably trying to suck a straight dick. That's why it happened. Right,
and it's really not the attack. It's actually defense. It's like, oh, you attacked me.
Going at someone unwillingly in a sexual manner is sexual assault. Absolutely. No matter how well you cut it. And an ass whooping is the best thing that can happen to you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's the best outcome. If just getting your ass whooping and a scar inside of your face.
Right.
If your ears touch, that's the best thing that can happen to you if you do that to somebody like me.
No, I agree 100%. I think that's totally unfair to the person. I mean, that's just on a whole nother level. That's just horrible.
Deceptive.
That is deceptive on so many levels, because this person is against you doing this on any level. And then not only did you make them do, but you took it. So imagine that. And then as an alpha person or alpha male or someone that just likes ladies or whatever, what goes through that person's mind at that point, you never know. That's horrible. You know what I mean? They're embarrassed about it. They're not going to tell anybody.
That's traumatic.
So then they have a secret with this person, and now this person is using it, unless they just say, I ain't going to talk to you no more. But a lot of them is like, well, don't tell nobody. Now they worried about you telling somebody. So now they feel kind of like obligated to you in a way that you don't tell anyone else that we got this secret.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true, because if a dude comes to me and says, hey, look, I woke up halfway through getting my dick sucked, and I opened my eyes, and it was Donald. My first question going to be like, well, why didn't you fuck Donald up?
Right.
Man, it did kind of feel good. Now I'm looking at you funny.
Right. So you're not telling anyone that secret.
Damn, maybe drop in. I'm glad, because now I know when I go to the barbershop, don't drink.
Right. Or don't go out with the fellas there that's trying to get you too drunk. So they're not doing it actually at the shop. They're picking them up at the shop. They're getting their haircut like, ooh, that's one. Let's go out tonight. Let's hit the club. They hitting the club. May even pick up some bras. Get them drunk, put a Mickey, and it's going down. You feel me? So it's a whole plot. It's not like, oh, it happened at the barbershop. No, we're going out tonight. I got the hookup at the club. We backstage. We this, we that. And it's going down.
See, that's why I don't even kick it with new dudes. Like, all my homeboys, my oldest friend, I've been knowing since I was 3. You know what I mean? I don't have that many. Like, I'll never forget, about a year ago, I was over sitting in the hospital. My knee was messed up. I was going in for an MRI. And I ran across this dude who I hadn't seen in a long time. I used to play basketball with him way back in the day. Uh-huh. And we used to hoop, but I hadn't seen him because you can see how fast I ain't hooped in years. But when I did hoop, I could play, and so I recognized him. He was like, yeah, man, we should hang out. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, when dudes get in their 30s, we don't just kick it with new dudes like that.
Right.
Now, every now and again, you run across somebody, after a while, you start to develop, then you may hang out once or twice. When dudes get in their 30, coming up on 40, we don't really kick it like that. And then when he shook my hand, he kind of gave me eye contact.
Uh-oh. It was
I was
sign.
like, did this motherfucker just make a pass?
Right.
Because he was like, this thing. He didn't say, let's go to a bar and go drink. Uh-huh. He said, man, I be watching the game, man. You come over to the house, man, have some drinks.
No.
really, nigga?
He probably was one of these dick sucking dudes.
Right.
See, I'm glad I didn't go.
Right. He's trying to make you watch the game and lay that thing down. Ain't that something?
I'm so glad I didn't go. Thank God I didn't go.
Yeah, no, thank God you didn't go.
I didn't know nothing about this.
They be plotting up on it. You feel me? People, you know what's a trip about people? You never know the mind of a person. You never know the mind of a person. You can know somebody. You ever look at the TV and there's a murderer? They're like, the neighbor's like, he was so nice. He kissed the kids. He used to get the groceries. And this dude has killed 30 people. And they're in the house. And everyone on the block thinks you're nice. So you just never know. I'm not saying that people are killing people on a regular. But what I am saying is you just don't know what someone is really all about sometimes. You know, you don't know.
Yeah. I want to thank y'all for listening because my original topic tonight was going to be talking about, Vlad, and I put that post up talking about Vlad and Talib Kweli. I'm going to save that for next week because I have some people, the person I really wanted to come on tonight, they're not going to be able to make it to next week, so I'm saving that topic for next week. So I thank y'all for listening in. I thank y'all for being up here in the chat room. Shit, the chat been cracking, but it was frozen on my phone. I thought y'all niggas wasn't talking. I'm looking right now. Y'all been talking and shit. My bad.
It's popping.
Yeah, it's popping. The chat room popping. I'm over here looking. I'm thinking
up?
like shit. But anyway, here's the whole point of tonight's show and why we brought this topic up. The point of this topic isn't to make people feel bad for being who they are.
Oh, no, never.
I'm the kind of person I totally believe every human being has a sovereignty to do themselves.
Yeah, no, do you.
Do you all the way.
Period.
Yes, I believe everyone has the right to practice whatever religion, whatever sexual practice, whatever it is you want to do. This world is open to all kinds.
Do you?
And the world, I'm tolerant to all kinds. But what I'm not tolerant to is lies.
Absolutely.
And being fake. And not being what?
Real. That's right. Keep it real.
Mimi, that's why I'm glad you were on this show because that is your stream of topic, your thought. Whatever it is, just keep it real. That's right. Let's do that. And that's the whole point I wanted to bring up tonight. Whatever you do in life, keep it real. Do you have any closing thoughts? I do have closing thoughts. I just want to say, whatever you do your thing. You know what I mean? Love you, do you. Nothing we said today is against your personal beliefs. We're just saying that, if a person says do it 2 times, then they probably done it more than that. And that's a joke. But look, I thank you guys. I thank you that you had me on your show today. Thank you. It's been a great time. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming down, Mimi. And where can they find your shows? Okay, so you can find, of course, Keeping It Real with Mimi here on acceleratedradio.net, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right before this show. And then you can also check me out on Dash Radio, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. That's Mondays and Fridays on Dash Radio, Dash Talk X. And then you can check me out, the Aunties, on Voice of Reason Radio. And that's also on Dash Radio. So, I'm doing my thing out here. I got a lot of things popping. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful for everybody that supports me, and I'm grateful for people keeping it real, and I thank you for keeping it real with me today. I appreciate that. And for me, I'm Dewan B, DWANNB. I got my t-shirts that I have, my line Hotep-ish. We now got t-shirts. Brown House Minerals, which should be up live within 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Right. So on the website, Brown House Minerals is up. I'm gonna be selling these off the website. Yeah, and then Breakthrough Advocacy Services. That's my advocacy company. I do. If you know anybody has a child that needs some help in school, going to the school district, advocating, that's what I do. Okay, that's right. And behavioral coaching, all that good stuff. And people be thinking because I'm pro-black and everything. I got clients of all races. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Because pro-black don't mean anti-anything else. Right. It just means you love your people so much you're gonna tell the truth about them. Absolutely. That's all I mean. And with love to everybody else and respect. Absolutely. Anyway, my name is Dewan B. Remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those who are willing to listen. My name is Dewan B. We out. Deuces.